Good evening all, how we doing? Hope you're all well. Happy Friday, we have made it to the end of the week. This is an excellent development. Good evening Noel, how we doing? How we getting on Blender, how we getting on Grey? I think we could have left things out collapsed in a heap without the extra details there Grey, but... Either way, whatever. I was going to say floats your boat there, but seems more like sinking rather than floating there. But either way, it's going quite well. Need to get my screwdriver again. My screw has come loose. I'm sure this will come as a surprise to absolutely nobody that I have a loose screw or two. Early. There we are. Alright. This is the content we all came from. Me trying to tighten up a very, very small screw in my glasses. Come on. It's actually more difficult than it looks on account of the fact that I can hardly see the sodding thing. Mind you, I'm not convinced I'd be able to see it that well if I had my glasses on. And not just because it's here. Right, mission accomplished. Get a newbie through a silo blender. Have fun with that. Ran through my dailies earlier. Went reasonably well, apart from the daily op, which was resilient robots, and that was cack. Oh, speaking of things that also went reasonably well, was that you yesterday mentioned Outriders, Grey? Somebody mentioned Outriders yesterday, the demo. So downloaded that last night, played through that bit last night and a bit today. So yeah, had quite fun with that. Reminds me of Destiny meets the Technomancer, which was quite cool. Not entirely sure how I feel about the whole thing, but I'm going to have another crack at the demo with a different class and later on, probably. So we'll have a bit more of a think about it. Quite cool, though. Tiny screw, which I could ironically see better with the glasses I'm trying to fix. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, as I say, it's that damned small. I'm not sure I could see it much better with the glasses on. Yeah, it was quite cool. The world and the environment remind me of the Technomancer and some of the powers as well to a degree. But it also reminds me bits of Destiny and its looter shooterness and stuff. Throwing the term RPG around in terms of character development in Outriders and having like character skill trees and stuff. Yeah, I get where they're going with that. At the same time, it's not exactly RPG dialogue. You can pick various options so that you can get more exposition about the world and what's going on and the characters and stuff. But in terms of advancing the conversation, there's basically one thread that advances it. So you can't like be a pleasant person and advance the conversation, or a nasty person who advances the conversation, or whatever. You just be the one option that goes forward. But that's fine. Variety and all. Apparently I managed to get 6.5 hours out of my first run through the demo. Seeing it on Steam now. So that's a pretty decent length for a free demo actually as well. Kind of took me back to the old PS1 days where I spent probably more time playing demos than I actually did playing full games. I used to get the PlayStation magazine back in the day that came with every month with a disc full of half a dozen demos on it or whatever it was. Back when that would actually fit on a CD. Those were the days. Were they? Or was the past the worst? No, that's not the game I'm supposed to be playing. Oh dear. My brain is not working tonight apparently. God knows what kind of state it's going to be in by the time I actually go to bed. I have a plan to attempt to fix my sleeping pattern, and this could either be a great idea or an absolute disaster. I'll have to wait and see. Make sure things are not occurring that I don't want to occur. They don't seem to be. I think we're okay. I've averted disaster. Cyberpunk. There we go. Let's get this play. Yeah, about 3 hours in before you had to call it a night, Gray. Yeah, it's pretty solid for a demo. It's pretty generous. Do miss the good old days of games putting demos out. Kind of understand why they went the way of the dodo a bit. It's a damn sight easy to market your game these days with all their online mediums and so on and so forth than it used to be. Demos were one of the more effective means they had of marketing them in the past, but with modern tech and all that, they all had back when they had black CDs for the games. Yeah, those were the days now. Sit on the rug in front of the fire in the living room when sitting cross-legged was actually an option. Right then, so excuse me, Cyberpunk. That one, because we haven't seen this loading screen yet.
Corporations say the new net is safe and secure, that they've learned from past mistakes. From open their ivory towers, everything must look all nice and pretty. But they're wrong. The net is just a rusty car with a fresh coat of paint, a heap of dog shit spritzed with perfume.
Colourful.
The demons we released into the net have not gone anywhere. Deadly viruses, artificial intelligences that exist only to destroy. Netrunners consumed in the net's tangled webs, their minds lost to the void.
Which is pretty much what happened to a large crowd of voodoo boys recently.
Souls of that Paul Cunningham and the Soul Killer. No? Well then, buckle up, because I've got...
Boom.
Netwatch never sleeps.
Yeah.
Gotta figure out how to get us there, V. ASAP.
That wasn't creepy as fuck. Okay. Buy the magazine just for the disc. Yeah, it was pretty much the gist of it, Gary. I did read the articles usually, or at least some of them, but it was all about the demos. And trying loads of games you'd never try just because they were there on the disc. Yeah, pretty much. Still sit cross-legged, you can't move afterwards. No, I can't. I can't sit, like, compress myself into that shape anymore. I just... I could cross my legs, but I'd have to be lying down to do it. It's not good.
No, I won't do it.
Hence my comment the other day about wanting to hurry up and get myself put into an android body. It would be entirely superior. And wouldn't suffer from back pain. What have I got clicked there? War pigs. So, yes. We have a whole load of new side quests at the beginning of Act 3 and a big thread of stuff related to Silverhand and his past, which should be pretty cool. So, that will be a cool thing to be doing. There's also War Pigs. Send in the Clowns as an obscure, weird side quest thingamajig. I'm not going to do those right now, I don't think. Both sides now. That's Judy's stuff. We definitely need to be doing that as well. Chipping in, I definitely want to push on with. And I think... I might even start with this, because there's some good stuff to be had from this, so might go there. That's the Silverhand stuff. So we'll start there, and maybe if we have some downtime between quests, because probably going to be some waiting time between them, we'll head over and do some of the other stuff afterwards. So, first things first. That's it, Rogue's in for the kill. She's ready to stop running from her past and catch Smasher. How do we know this? We haven't started it yet. When we catch the bastard, I want to be the one to pull the trigger, but for now you're in charge. Happy hunting. So, we need to get to the afterlife. I think I'm going to fast travel to, just because getting a car to arrive out here is rather challenging. And I can get right there straight away. Pretty cool quest coming up, actually. I'm really, the few I've seen, I enjoyed, and I'm looking forward to seeing what goes after that. Android body would be excellent, so you're up for one as well. Yeah, I do have one slight concern though, and the same thing would apply if with Saburo Arasaka's plan to put himself into a new body and all that stuff. It doesn't seem like a terrible idea. Apart from the fact there's always the question that, is it really you? Evening, see you lady, how are you doing? Like, if you're taking your awareness and consciousness out of your body, your mind, and putting it into a new one, are you copying or are you cutting? Basically. Is it the same one, the same original you that left the body, or is it just a copy that thinks it's you, whereas the original version ceases to exist? Rather hard to confirm that, because even if it is a copy, the copy would just think it was the same one, but it may not be. So, yeah, that's my concern about the whole thing. Here we go, Afterlife.
Ready? Rogue should be here any minute.
And Johnny wants to take control, and so he can talk to Rogue and convince her to help him hunt down and get his revenge on Adam Smasher. You smashed him.
Let's get out of here.
Okay, one more time. Just gonna talk to Rogue about Smasher, right? Then you'll hand me the wheel, hop back in the passenger seat.
That is the plan. Don't worry. I'll be gentle. You might even enjoy it.
Actually, regretting this already.
Yeah, well, it's not creepy as fuck.
Gonna strum her guilt and squeeze her for favors. Remind her all about how she left you to die in Saka Tower.
First, she was sure I was dead already. Second, I'd never do that to her. Don't have to.
What? You gonna use your charm?
Rogue's never said no to me. Ever.
How much of you can be replaced before you aren't you? Well, I think as long as the mind is there, I'd say you're basically the same person.
So, ready?
There's a lot more to a person than just the arms and legs and stuff.
Okay.
Here we go. This is probably going to be quite explicit as well. New old boat paradox. Oh, the broom.
Look a little
10 new heads, 5 new handles on a broom, but is it the same broom?
It's good to be back.
Never knew you'd got off somewhere. What's your poison?
Look, it's got to be tequila old fashioned. No, that's more Silverhand.
Tequila old fashioned. Top it up with beer. And sprinkle in some chili.
Silverhand special. Been a while since anyone
Here we
ordered
go.
that.
Silverhand's taking control. He's getting drunk when in a bar where his own music's playing.
Give me another.
You got it.
I suppose that does happen. Apart from that, you know, taking control of it. You made that remarkably quickly. Oh dear. Yeah, I had changes between you're in Johnny's memory. Changes means you're in his memories as well, which is cool. It's more yellow than green in it. Well, it's green and blue, I suppose, isn't it?
Cog still churning under that skull?
Just about.
Precious writer. Name mean anything to you?
Mm-hmm. Tattoo guy. How do you know the name?
We go back. Where'll I find him?
Got a salon in Watson, Pershing Street.
Oh dear.
So what'll it be? Billy Goat or the other one?
Video or the other one? Well, I know what the other one is.
Billy Goat. More my style. She's gonna love it.
Sure she will.
The other one is I Heart Silverhand.
Heard he's an operator for Smasher. But you didn't hear that from me.
Hey, who are you again?
Yeah, could say we had something in common. Ruby Collins. Sloppy second for Grayson after I banged her.
Charming. Drinking while you're getting a tattoo is a poor choice. You want to piss blood everywhere. Could you become drunk if you
Hey!
made yourself an android? Good question.
Hey! Drink slinger!
To be honest, if I could enjoy beer without the getting drunk and having a hangover side effects, I'd be perfectly happy with that arrangement. This was not part of the deal.
Más rápido!
This is so getting demonetized again.
Left or right?
That was not quite the one I was going for, actually.
I think I got something better.
Oh,
Hey,
he's doubling
you
down.
Ruby?
What? You've heard about me?
Let's get out of here. Tell you what I heard. Then you'll show me if I'm right. Just got a little biz to take care of first.
Oh. Feel the same way, dear lady. Yeah.
Yo! Get your fucking paws off Ruby. She ain't going anywhere with you. She's on that clock. Got it?
Fuck, I missed this.
Kinda had to, really. Silverhand being the asshole that he is. Oh! That wasn't Silverhand's face that just got punched.
You waiting for me?
Let's go back to my place.
Oh dear. Kinda hope this car belongs to the hustle.
Where to?
Martin Street. But take the long way.
Look good on you. Got a light?
You can both throw and take a punch, so it's all good. This is true. Oh dear, a little bit TMI there. There's a due care and attention charge going on there.
Fuck.
Ruby.
Maybe I'll call. I'll call.
Ruby, focus. I need to talk to Grayson.
Has she written that on? Oh, of course. Downtown in Corpo Plaza, though. How many of these fucking things is he gonna pop?
Hello, Night City.
V.
Ooh, that's not good.
Talk about something else, please.
Rogue.
First time you walked up, sensed there was something familiar about you.
Come on, paycheck another one demonetized. Did we? No.
Don't seem surprised.
Was surprised, but not anymore. You probably don't remember.
Got flashes here and there.
That's the meaning of a Silverhand special, yeah, pretty much.
He called me early morning. Of course, I thought it was you. And I thought, cute kid. Too bad she's gone completely whacked.
Came to see for yourself, huh? Morbid curiosity.
Mm-hmm. And I found Johnny Silverhand.
Feels weird, this. You knowing about Johnny?
Face is changing, you know. Still look like V, but that mean smirk, I'd know it anywhere. How he talks, moves, how he smokes.
I don't smoke.
I know. Could never confuse you two. So sleep sound.
Interesting.
Smasher, he tell you about him?
Yes. Didn't know he'd come back to NC. Johnny found some way to get at him.
Wait, Grayson?
Jeremiah Grayson. Works for Smasher. Johnny got a tip off some stripper, don't ask me how. Ebonique. Just that. Still, let me see what I can do. We're gonna get that son of a bitch.
Know what Smasher's been up to all this time?
Disappeared after the Saka Tower assault in 2023. All thought he was gone for good.
Then suddenly reappeared. Did a few Mondo jobs for Arasaka, then went right back to ground. Nobody's seen him in years. Except Grayson, apparently.
Oh, we sure as hell heard him during the parade when he was supposed to be in charge of security, and Yorinobu was making him
Gonna
do a
make me
bad
wait
job
all
of it.
day?
Can I help at all?
In your state? You're useless. Almost. Hollow buzz you when I learn something.
Okay.
That's a pretty badass outfit, right?
Unbelievable that bastard's somewhere in your head.
Yeah. Good news. Subscription good job last. Yeah, you'll be getting a bonus. Very, very nice. Pretty sweet, Gray. Ew. That wasn't. Yeah, that's not really what I wanted to see. Good job he's incorporeal. For his sake.
Fuck. Never again.
Had no idea the pills would lay you out like this.
Wasn't the
Maybe it
pills.
wouldn't be bad if you hadn't chased him down with fuck knows what. You ought to be the one puking right now.
Yeah, well, life ain't fair.
Sure picked the right moment to bolt out of my body.
Ought to be happy I left it all.
I am. Look at me, spewing joy and rainbows.
Like a fucking ray of sunshine. Well, we moving?
There's ups and downs with there we go. Wait a day for Rogue to call. There's ups and downs with I think Keanu Reeves' portrayal of Sylvan, but
How
the
is this place?
utter bastard
Place
part
where
she
you
gets
can puke all
absolutely
over the
spot on.
carpet, no problem.
He?
Beggar,
Did I say she?
not
Yeah.
chooser.
Does manage to play the utter bastard rock star very well. Okay, so we've got to wait a day for Rogue to call. Fine. Guess it's not actually. Oh, it might be upstairs, I'm thinking of. On my other playthrough, this is where I first came across a new, basically, Deagle handgun. And I have a sneaking suspicion it may actually have been in here. But it doesn't appear to be now, so. So, while we wait for Rogue, what we can do instead? Filling in the name, investigate the site from the Bartmoss collective message, war pigs, send in the clowns. That one I think I'll wait on. Both sides now. Go to Judy's apartment. Yeah, let's start with that. And catch up with Judy and Evelyn. See what's going on.
So, feeling better?
No.
Send in the clowns. This is an interesting one, that. Nice and short. I think this one's in several bits as well. But it also ties into some other stuff, so I might do that later on. And then off to Judy's apartment for now, I think. We put that there. Nearly went off the bridge and that was the end there. 2 car wrecks in one day, I don't know. His apartment's a bit further along than I thought it was there. Where I'm going in the back door of the building here. Here I am, up the fire escape. Oh, well,
Go fuck yourself!
Want one in the brain pan? That can be arranged. Suggestion from the peanut gallery. Yeah, well, we'll do it, but I think it'll fit better a little later on, Gray. That's why I've not picked it. Let him have a car, abandon the city. Yeah, that's pretty much the way to go. Oh, shit.
Bird offers herself to express her undying gratitude to you for
Stop talking. I was only gone an hour. You checked your pulse?
I think the evidence speaks for itself.
She's gone.
I'm going to struggle with this one, clearly. How are we doing, Roosevelton? You alright?
How did this happen? I don't know. Told you. Evie was lying in bed like always when I went out. And I got back to... Fuck. If I'd just known, I'd have... Don't blame yourself. Won't solve anything. I should have sensed something. That it was off. Stop.
Catatonic in the bed, everything was off.
She'd made up her mind. Would have found a way. Always. Gotta do something with her. Don't want any trouble. I'm calling the badges. Can you carry her to the bed?
As if that'll change anything.
Not sure we should move her before the badges get here. She's just another dead whore to them. Nobody'll care.
Probably true,
The
in
least
a
we could do is treat her with some dignity.
pressing kind of a way. Poor Evelyn.
Yeah, I need to report an accidental death. North side, Jackson Street. No. No imminent danger. Suicide.
Suicide or accidental death? Because
No! Today!
the two are mutually
We're
exclusive.
part of dead, don't you understand? No, she was not pronounced dead by trauma team. If she'd have had coverage, we wouldn't be talking. And fuck you. If you don't want to move your asses, why don't I come down to the precinct and trash it into bits? Now will you come and arrest me, you pussies? Fine, I don't give a fuck what you write me up for.
Poor Judy, poor Evelyn. That reminds me of a story I read
They'll be
that
here soon.
probably isn't true, but about a guy who called the police because somebody was breaking into his shed.
Told me to keep her on ice until tomorrow. Can you believe the balls?
And the police said they'd be round in an hour. He called them back 2 minutes later and said, "Don't bother coming, I've shot them now." And they were there in 5 minutes. He hadn't shot them. I suspect the whole thing did not happen, but amusing thought nonetheless. Understaffed, yeah, that's one word for him.
All things considered, you let him off pretty light. Had it been me, they'd have gotten an earful like nobody's biz.
I like G. She's
Put
okay.
something on her. I'd rather she look like a person than a body. Could you wait outside?
Good thinking.
Close the door, V. Please.
A long way from the cool aloof one giving us a gig at the beginning. Yeah, definitely, guy. This is a good story. Yeah, definitely no.
Didn't know you smoked.
Quit. It's been years. But right now I need something besides air in my lungs. Please, V, just one.
Tempted by the others, but whatever.
Fine, here.
That was her smoke case.
She smoked some strange boutique brand.
That's Evie. Whenever she pulled on a new face, it was down to the details.
A lot of people know the real Evelyn. Who she really was.
No. Nobody.
Strange boutique brand that looks very beaten up.
Fuck, Evie. I let her down.
Skyline is all.
I thought if I gave her some space or time, she'd get back on her feet.
Yeah, I'm not going with that one. It's pretty shit statement as well.
I don't know what to say. Never
That
was
fits.
any good at this stuff.
Oh, you don't need to talk. Did more for her than anyone else.
I had a motive to find her, Judy. You know that.
It's what
Both
you bring
true.
that counts. You gave her the freedom to choose.
Yeah, maybe. Just never imagined she'd choose this.
Her condition, couldn't think about anything else. Tech-wise, she was clean. Doll Shard was operational, uncorrupted. So, psychological trauma had to
Is
be
ever
had.
going to be anything else?
Did some more digging in her virtues, found Woodman.
He kept her. And had his way with her. The things he did. And once he got bored, he pawned her off.
Wait, so you found other recordings?
Had another look at the corrupted ones. You know, lots of static. Hard to pick up anything, really. At some point, I stumbled on something like an echo of the spat we'd had. Last time we saw each other. But I know she wasn't scrolling.
Then why was it saved as a virtue?
Got no explanation for it. Maybe she recalled it later, relived it, almost. implant could have been on when, you know, as a defense mechanism, escaping into the past so as not to live in the present.
I kind of understand why she'd want to do that.
I had no idea that guy was such a monster. Saw him as your average tricksy sleazebag.
It puts on a convincing facade. I knew him, but I never thought him that sick in the brain.
But we can arrange to do something
Got
about it.
something I can do about it.
Like what?
I've
Don't
got a
know
really
yet.
big gun.
Think I'll call Suze. Thanks, V. Sorry, but I'd rather be alone now. Promise to keep in touch.
Sure you don't need anything?
No, but sweet of you to ask.
Anything comes up, holler on the hollow.
Yo. That will be kind of appropriate. I think I heard that one actually, Guy. Guy's in prison and says his dad says he missed having him around to help with the gardening. Son wrote back, told him not to garden because that's where he hid the bodies. The police turned up, dug the whole garden up, found nothing, and the son wrote back to say that he hoped that would made the gardening easier. Yeah, I've heard that one before, Gray. Again, no idea if it's true or not, but... Rogue! How's it going? Feeling better? Chatting with people, looks like we might have a lead on Grayson. Cool. What's the play? Turned around quicker than I expected. Sit tight for now. Need to comb through some intel. Looks promising. Okay, maybe it did. People react a bit much to the just hopping over the edge, though. So, up next. Work chipping in. Gotta wait before GD gets back to us. Sending the clowns as an option. Filling in the name. That one. Yeah, let's do that. I need to head back to my apartment, I think, for that one. Yeah, I do. Just carefully so I don't run anybody over unnecessarily. Car is a little bit on skates, this one. Just managed to dodge that one. Handbrake and the foot brake still didn't manage to slow down. Didn't even hit anybody there and they're screaming like they've been run over. Not my best parking job, that'll do.
Don't be soft. Upgrade this.
Some creepy damn adverts in that lift. Been a while since we've been back here. We're gonna stash then. That. 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 How much there? Might as well stash that. 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 Yeah, that's cool, I think. I want to stash. Got any more cool stuff? A Paralo's poster for that quest line that we did. A Lizzie Wizzy poster following the stuff we did for her. See what that is in the corner, really. There are a few little trinkets and souvenirs around somewhere. Like a sliced pizza. Guessing that comes from Silverhand's escapades. Waving cat. He doesn't seem to be able to hit the laundry basket. We'll take the trash out very well. There's anything on here that looks familiar. Arasaka demon thing's quite cool. No life 3. Bugs up there. Guessing that that cat thing is probably from the Dashi Parade quest we did with Takamura. Cool though. Do like that view. Right, so Bartmoss Collective. And you need to check out the site. There we go, Bartmoss Collective site. So what we got? Reward for any info on Swedenborg. Best ISIS. I'll pay for any info about Swedenborg Riviera's true identity. Corporate oppression will end when you stop impressing yourself. This is one of Swedenborg Riviera's most poetic aphorisms. It shows us in reality we are drivers of our own actions. If workers unite, the towers of capitalistic oppression will fall. We must do everything in our power to achieve that. Humanity is nothing more than a Ponzi scheme hidden behind a veneer of tears. Every person is a bearer of suffering as well as a catalyzer and transmitter. In our global free market society, such an obstacle cannot merely be transcended. First step is realizing our decisions are illusory. Best weapon against neoliberalism is uninterrupted meditation. Does it even warrant an explanation? Meditation is a metaphor for the worker unity. Fear of a corrupt government controlled by tyrannical megacorporations has led to a mutated strain of pathological hyper-neoliberalism. Okay, they've just thrown as many long words at a sentence as you possibly can. Can't let them bully us into fear. We'll throw off it's time to throw off the corporate yoke. Money exchanges hands, your true self becomes victim to capitalism. Through the hidden simplicity, every transfer of funds is linked to progressive assimilation of the individual into the machine of capital. Swedenborg Riviera and understands such moments disrupts the human being's ontological balance if it's not subjected to symbolic annihilation of being altogether. Okay. So, read the Best ISIS thing. Hello, my name is Best ISIS and I'm an independent journalist and former keyboardist for Samurai. Ended up here after a recent incident at Helvetia. So, fashion act. Well timed. Who exactly is the man that inspired the attacker? The man that you all practically worship. Have you ever wondered who Svindenborg Riviera actually is? I know I have. Here's the deal. I'm willing to pay for any info that help unravel this mystery. Don't hesitate to get in touch. Best ISIS. Comment by senior rules. Nice try. I think we betray our leader for a corpo like you. Even if I knew something, I wouldn't tell you shit. Do not help this woman. Can't type straight. Cops want to silence our leader. Comment by Rococo. I'll first you call our corpo slut and then you use woman and real gentleman right here. Shh. Well on Rod 44. I heard that Svindenborg was a high-ranking corpo and he dismantled the system from within. They found him out, now he's shacked up somewhere on the Mosquito Coast in Nicaragua. And from Energex Admin, congratulations, you all managed to break about half of forum rules. I'd be lying if I said I was glad to close this thread. I was sad to close this thread. Okay, so we need to call Best ISIS. Find out what the heck's going on with this Bartmoss Collective thing. We've already met her son. Got Silverhand, Reg and Red.
You've reached Nance. I can't come to the Hollow right now. If I feel like it, I'll call you back. Bye.
Well, wait until she calls back then. Finally got the Queen killed, Melinda. I had a run at the Queen this afternoon. Did a whole load of damage to her. So on and so forth. Queen went down. All rewards. Quest did not give me a reward. It was as if I wasn't in the quest. Very annoying. But what can we do? So, sending the clowns is a possibility. Chipping in, we've still got to wait on. War pigs. A voice from beyond the grave. A promise of dirt on old enemies. I admit I'm a little curious, but in your shoes, I'd be careful on this one. Corpos are like wasps. They can sting even after they're dead. So, yeah. The woman who was behind our firing from Arasaka back at the start of the game is now trying to clean house of anybody who might not be fully supportive of her. And a former friend of ours may well have some dirt on her we might be able to use to get a bit of revenge. Juice. Fair enough. So, I've got to go and find a cache of documents that have dirt on this individual. Got no name now.
After making waves in Tokyo, Sydney, and Paris, their next stop is on your doorstep. Night City, expect the unexpected.
Evening, Steve. How are we doing?
Mr. Stud. Alden. Everything. Don't be soft. Upgrade new.
That's a graphic ad. Some more large vehicles around here. Street Night Sickie Combat Cab. Got around the van now. Got tempted to steal this monster truck. But I don't think I will. Where are we going? Up to the top end of Kabuki.
Is it a mirage? A hologram? No, my friends. It's clear, open skies. But don't take it from me. Get out there and enjoy the sun.
Kind of hard to tell whether or not I'm going to crash into that car though. Tune.
Down
All good, Steve. Glad to have you here either way. Center console is pretty cool. Wish I could see it a bit more clearly. Don't get to hear that song very often. Secure the area. Search the area.
Huh. Miss the warmth of the corporate lab? That unique thrill of internal power struggles?
Got a few scores to settle.
What? Got a score to settle is all.
You gotta understand
I
it.
knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Rats still in the race.
Don't you need to be somewhere else? Your piece need oiling? Guitar need tuning, maybe?
I get it, fine. I'm gonna go take a piss.
Still in the race. Somebody screwed me over and I want some sweet bloody vengeance. I want to see a briefcase, all there is.
Empty. Damn.
Hello, V. Man, time flies.
Inferred death
well,
just ain't
well.
what it used to be.
Keyword inferred. But Abernathy is purging the depth.
Abernathy, that's the name.
Purged me. They took my house, accounts, implants.
Been
But
there.
I'm not done. Gonna prove she was wrong about me. Shove it down her throat.
Ah, so you make your move stepping on me. Gonna serve my head up on a silver platter, and you think Abernathy will welcome you back, arms outstretched?
That's about the size of it. Now turn. Hands on your head. Hop to it.
I was going to say, a pointed finger's not particularly scary, but... So he's going to try and pull a fast one on me. Oh, of course he is.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a rush here.
Do I call him out? Probably. Abernathy doesn't give a crap. He wants back in by turning me over. I'm going with that one.
Remember Joey Lavani? Gonk from mergers and acquisitions? Pissed himself the day he was fired. His knees were shaking so much, he couldn't even walk. Guards had to drag him out to the curb.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Saw him as the most pathetic guy ever at Arasaka. Not so anymore. You just took that title.
Always were arrogant. No time to chat. Too busy with something super important.
Whoa. About to piss yourself too. Can smell it coming.
Fuck you sideways, V. You and this whole rotten city.
Jump to bed with Corpos. What do you think's going to happen?
Like running into old friends and reminiscing, huh? Ah, the golden olden days.
Not in the mood, Johnny.
Ooh.
Should be. Look at your luck. I mean, could have wound up all jittery like him. Have a nice night, V. I'll be at home.
I was kind of hoping that might go somewhere, but apparently not. On the other hand, did get a unique pistol out of it. Minus its use as vitals when health level is critical, fire rate, reload speed, and damage are increased. And it's a tech pistol. Quite cool. Kenshin style. That's actually pretty nice. I have a face covering of some kind. So, I got Johnny's Aviators. This is this. Or I could mod those. Possibly. Chance, don't need to up that. Crit damage is what I really want. So I'd have to scrap that, which I can do. I'm fine with that. These aviators are pretty badass. Slightly rose-tinted ones is kind of cool. Right, should be able to... That now. Nice. So, intelligence of 10, I think I'm happy with that for now. Points in the body. Feel a bit stronger. Improve my hacking. For now. Points into the blades. Dodging, recover stamina. Bleeding duration. Is damage. Being. Crit chance. Almost a blade, 50 chance to apply bleeding. Okay. Nothing that's particularly universally useful. Stamina cost blade attacks, increases crit chance. Have that one for now, I think. Take his crayons off him for the weekend. Shit, right place. I don't know. Right, so another one off the list. Send in the clowns. I guess we're gonna have to do send in the clowns, can I? Yeah. Send in the clowns it is. Okay, Ozbob. Quite the name. Don't know why, but the sound of it gets creepy circus music stuck in my head. Maybe the dude was an acrobat or a line tamer or some shit. Never know in the city. We don't know till we call him and find out.
V, heard you had a gig for me.
You heard right. I need a driver.
Oh dear.
So call a cab then.
I don't like cabs. They have a bad habit of bolting when things get dicey. Listen, I'm a straight shooter, so let me cut right to the chase. I heard you're the best in town. Thing is, I like working with the best. And I know the best don't come cheap. I'm not gonna get into the nuts and bolts, cause if what they say about you is true, you can handle anything. So let's
Except
get this
driving,
settled.
apparently.
You got what it takes? Or are they wrong about you?
Alright, I'm in.
Japantown, then. By the market entrance. Give a few honks and I'll stroll up. Later, V.
Weird question, you're still not sure what it's all about, yeah. Definitely true, Steve. This is the song I think it is. I'm gonna change the radio station. Bag. Sort of made it through the gap there. Oh, I got through without being written off there. Didn't think I would. Missed the turning apparently. Then a little handbrake turn going fix. Doesn't really look like a parking spot to me. Honk honk. Okay, would help if I pressed the right button. Ah, here's our dude.
Hey, you're V, yes?
With a grenade in his face.
You didn't answer my question.
There's something on your face.
The grenade.
Can I ask
Yeah.
why? You have a juggling accident or something?
Not cool. You ask personal questions and yet you haven't even introduced yourself. You are V, correct?
You got into my car with a grenade buried in your face. I think that's a reasonable question to be asking.
Yeah, that's me.
Good. Then let's go.
Where to?
Little China. I have a craving for kung pao chicken. Extra spicy.
Ryan? I'm getting the Monty Python references, I'm just not quite sure why they're here.
What?
The
How
grenade.
we doing, Ferry? You alright?
You know, the one in your face?
You get used to it. I just gotta be careful not to pull the pin when I want to pick my nose.
No shit. Wonder what would happen if I summoned a different car and got in it. Would he change cars or would he
Nice out here. A lot of stuff has changed.
Where are you from?
just stay in this one?
Brazil. You know, down in South.
I know where Brazil is.
You never know with you gringos.
Bit of an overreaction there, I think, V. Downhill into traffic and I can't see.
Tiger claws. Heard of them?
Who hasn't?
Got
But
any
a
friends
thought
in
in
there?
view of them.
No, why?
Just asking. Can't help being curious.
Left a lot of lead in the tiger claws. Maybe not quite the street I was supposed to be going down. Still not quite the street I was supposed to be going down. I've gotten a bit lost. Oh well, we'll manage. This is where I was supposed to have come out. Vexed.
This is the place. Wait for me here and keep the engine running.
We came all this way to get takeout?
Is it a mirage?
You could say that.
No, my friends. It's clear, open skies.
Grenade for a nose is rather odd, even for Night
Get out
City.
there and enjoy the sun.
Well, he does look a bit like a clown, that guy. Or possibly a character from Street Fighter. Well, at least he hasn't gone into Misty's place with a explosive head. That does not look good.
The fuck was that? You got grenades up your ass too?
What the fuck? Ain't a good time to dig around, B. this, assholes!
Fine with taking out the enemies, try not to take out everybody else on the street. It's a bit more difficult. Well, that explains why he was talking about tiger claws. And to be fair, they're a bit too close to Vic's place for comfort, really. Gary the Prophet's asleep on a dirty mattress in an alleyway with gaffer-taped shoes.
Ha! Not bad, right?
Would have been even better if you told me what you were planning from the get-go.
It's true what they say. You're good. Really fucking good. Got a stick up your ass, though. This is where we part ways. Good luck, V. And, relax a bit, okay?
Now are you gonna tell me about the grenade?
Oh, that. My brother ripped it off during a fight. With pliers.
His nose, I assume.
Unhappy family.
You don't know the half of it. I could have chipped another one, but... I don't know. I think this matches my style more.
Uh-huh.
Besides, it's a real icebreaker with the ladies. Got any powder for my nose?
And does it work?
Not really.
What about my payment?
What about it? Here, like I said before, the best don't come cheap.
Try $3 for a short drive. That's
hey,
a couple of shots. That's fine.
Nose to the ground.
Hey there. What were we talking about?
Take care, V. And hey, keep your nose to the ground.
Okay.
You go your way, I go mine. Yes?
Weird chap.
Oh shit, not good.
So, meeting Hanako at Embers is the main story quest, but that can wait. You're Misty. There's Vic's right here.
Was thinking about swapping some chrome. Got any new toys?
Have a look.
Don't think he's got what I need, though. No, he does not. Got here. Nope. Like the character. Yeah, he's cool. Definitely doesn't make much sense. Well, gee, you don't look too much into it. Guy needed somebody to give him a lift to back him up when he attacked a load of tiger claws. So he hired a merc. Kinda makes sense. Kinda. Yeah. Right. I'm rolling around a bit here. It's not ideal. So, I thought I might try and find some legendary gorilla arms. Look it up because it would save me a lot of time. Legendary gorilla. They're also an Arasaka mod, didn't know that. Yeah, that was not that helpful. And then Republic Fast Travel Northwest City Centre. That'll be this guy. We'll get over here, Ferry. Thought while we're waiting we could have a bit of a run at Beat on the Brat, because we haven't done too much with that, because I was focusing on Mantis Blades rather than Gorilla Arms. But I've got stacks of cash, so I can pick that up, and that should be cool. Over there. Signal. Does indeed have legendary gorilla arms for 100 grand. It's a lot. I do like the projectile launch system as well. I've got 400 grand, and unless I feel like buying another car, which I probably don't. So, have you got any Gorilla Arms mods, or have I got any Gorilla Arms mods? Might be good while I'm looking at it. I might have them. Gorilla Arms, got my Mantis Blades off right now. So I've got thermal damage. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Bit of extra damage. Need a couple of cyberware mods if he's got any for them. Got electrical damage ones. Nothing particularly interesting there. Oh, excuse me. You got Gorilla Arms for the quest as well. You like them more than Mantis Blades. Mantis Blades are cool. Don't think I like Gorilla Arms more. But I think the projectile launch system is my favourite one for out of all of the options. So Rancho, the Glen, Arroyo. Okay. It's Arroyo. The Animals Champion. And then there's a guy in the Glen. I remember that one. Yeah, go to start with the guy in Arroyo. That should be fine. We're going to bike it up, or we're going to do something else. Still feeling a car, but I'm not sure what car I'm feeling right now. I haven't driven that very much. Let's give that a bit of a go. Bloody Caliburns everywhere around city centre. White and gold. That's not I was going to rob it then. Ooh, hello. This is pretty slick. Not sure about the colours. Fuckers do not look out for people wandering around in the road just perusing the local traffic for cars to steal. What kind of drivers are these people? Oh, hello. Black and purple Caliburn. Do I steal a Caliburn? Yeah, it's a black and purple Caliburn. I'm afraid I'm going to have to. Oh, I can't! Well, that sucks. What about this one? Can I do this one? No, I can't. Oh well. Guess I'm taking my car then. The launch is game breaking because it can one-shot any boss if you put the right kit on it. That would be, yeah, a bit sucky. I would have to guess that that's on the list of things that they plan to fix in future patches. Yes, I would hope so. Mind you can always opt not to put it on there, I suppose. Kind of bouncy, this car, and a bit more gritty than the Avenger! What a dick. Pulls out, doesn't look to see if there's any cross traffic. Not sure what you were aiming for there, Steve. We've got a long straight road now. Straight-ish anyway. Fine adjustments are a bit of a battle. Feels very sluggish in the handling, this one. Some others you just kind of some other cars you just touch the button and it changes direction. This one feels kind of like you're trying to turn against a spring with actual resistance. Weird. Very impressive though, they managed to make it feel different to drive so effectively there. Given that I'm still pressing the same buttons and it isn't actually all that different. Oh, I remember this, guys. Really don't like this car. Also looking a little bit squished on the front end now. So, let's take the fight to this fella.
Logos right there. The SPT-32 Grad. Best sniper ever made, hands down.
Does look pretty good.
Got a fight here. You buck?
In the flesh. Looking at you's making my wallet wet. Yo, I'm putting all I got against you.
No lack in confidence, I say.
And I'll show you why. This arm's military.
This absolutely should have a monument.
Titanium bones, carbon fiber. Could punch a hole through a tank if I wanted. So, we got a deal? Was that piss I smell dripping down your leg?
Oh, I've got to go high enough body stat for this.
This rifle. Grad, as you said. Where'd you get it?
A little souvenir from when I served. Why?
Good rifle to have. I think Panam's is better.
Heard that was a limited series.
Can't remember.
Only 300 manufactured KGB issue.
Well, well. I see I got a gun enthusiast on my hands. But we ain't here to talk iron. We're here to break bones and crack chrome. So, You accept my offer or not?
Bump it up to 1200 for the sniper rifle. If I lose, which I'm not going to. I hope.
Don't, no. I'll raise you instead.
Told you already. I'm laying out all I got.
Toss in the sniper. That is. Unless you're scared.
Of you? I don't give a fuck about you. Done. Rifles on the table. Follow me.
Forward to this.
You ready? Not too scared, are you, Buttercup?
Ooh, I'm looking forward to it.
Look forward.
Like that. You
See
like
if I can remember
beat, huh?
how to do this properly. Apparently I can. The fuck was that, dude? Ooh, that nearly went bad. What?
Took you for a marshmallow. Let me know if you want a rematch. You make a great punching bag.
Oh, that sucks.
No. I'll raise you instead.
Told y'all.
Toss in the...
The NCPD advises those traveling beyond official police jurisdiction.
Look forward to it.
Like that. You like it.
Those the punches landing when they're nowhere near me is extremely annoying, though.
Like I thought. Took you for a marshmallow.
He's the one lying down.
Let me know if you want a rematch. You make a great punching bag.
I'm not throwing this money away. Should be able to win this guy. I'm not sure why I'm not doing. Don't have a high enough body stat. Got my gorilla arms on. Should be... Like my power attack should be sitting him on his backside. Apparently not.
Not too scared, are you, Buttercup?
Look forward to it.
Like that. You like getting your ass beat, huh?
I'll time that block properly. Just hold off and let him burn. Going a bit better. Now he's down. That's better.
Shh, or I'll rip that tongue out. Come on. Hand over the rifle.
Over my rotten meat. Get her! Here we go!
Medic! Losing soldiers here!
Better. Treacherous little weasel. Got the hang of that eventually. Not massively surprised it took a little bit. Oh, fine. Okay then, so let's see if it is better than the one I got. It was legendary on there, but just all of a sudden it's become epic. And now it's not quite as much damage. But it hasn't got good mods. Anything interesting? Both power. One's got a chance to burn, the other's got a chance to bleed. It's got a better headshot multiplier, which is cool. Explosive tips versus suppressed and faster reload speed. I'll stick with the suppressed, I think. Stick with the one I've got. It's cool though. Got over here? Ooh. Beat. Heard there was a real ugly mess with Buck. Go always was shady. Glad you made it out in one piece. Yeah. Definitely shady. Yeah, his combo is pretty killer. Unless you can interrupt it. Animals. I think we're going to do the one at the Glen next. And we use a different vehicle to get there. I really didn't like that one. His arch? Nah. Bit of chaotic. Who's over here now, bro? Roll. The fuck, man? Multi-car pile-up in the middle of the street, right where I can't see it. Largely because I can't see over the bonnet. It's pretty fun taking a different route to get where I need to be though. Kill. I like going down some of the different streets that I don't hit very often like this. Right. If we wanted to, we could have a little chat with Padre, who hangs out here as well. But I don't think we're going to do that right now. I think we'll get on with our fight.
You said you were looking for work.
And I found it!
No, this isn't work. Have you ever thought what would happen to us if we lost you? Lost all our money? Either you change Cesar, or I change the locks.
You Cesar. I'm here for my fight.
Yeah, that's me.
Toughest ancient, how are you doing?
Mm-hmm. And the worst father in Night City.
Michaela, baby! I know what I'm doing. You gotta
I'm not
trust
talking to you. First you spent a fortune on chrome, and now...
kept going unarmed.
I give up.
That makes sense.
Beat some sense into him for me, okay?
Beat him to a pulp the second time,
lesson.
that's fun.
Michaela! Michaela, wait for fuck's sake! Listen, I need a lot of scratch and fast. That's why I'm only taking serious wagers.
Yeah, that
last on the line.
Last dude is very, very
You
difficult.
can forget about the fight.
See whether or not I actually go for that, but yeah, something fun to keep tide us over until the evening rolls around.
Okay, I'll match it. We good?
All good. Let's go. So bare hands only, right? No pulling any mono wires or mantis blades out of your ass?
Right.
I asked because the last guy I fought tried to surprise me with long spurs. Anyway, you ready to start?
Yep. Ready to rumble.
Careful now. I don't fuck around.
Tell that to the lady you were just chatting to. Oh, I totally had that blocked. Mind you, if he hits me like that again. I will be in trouble. Just dodged him by a country mile and you still get hit.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Not having that. And you let him keep the winnings on this one.
Yep. Ready to rumble.
There's a whole bunch of kids on this court, and he's going to. I'm going to get shot. My health still seems to be good. His is less good because of my cyberware taking him out. What, like, beat the crap out of you, this guy when he's lying on the ground?
Think you had enough, eh?
I dodge and he suddenly does a fucking 90-degree turn in mid-air and hits me. That is what I don't like about this. Why I probably won't bother with that final fight. You took the win and we're happy with that guy. Yeah. The animals, Rhino, yeah, she is definitely tough. You kids, you want to like get the hell out of her?
Yep. Ready to rumble.
Careful now. I don't fuck around.
She's gonna shoot us!
No, I'm gonna punch this dude. Repeatedly.
You need something?
Oh, I had that guy blocked. It's just kind of funny the way he flies when I do that to him, though. Got him!
Can't you see he's had enough?
Good. Virtue of the fact he's on fire.
Caleb, baby. Oh, I'm sorry. Shit.
That's more like it.
Not another word, pendejo. Hand over the stupid keys and let's go home.
Yeah, Rhino in that time space was difficult. But I'm hoping I'll have a bit more luck than I did last time I tried to do it. But we'll see how it goes. You keep the wings and the car in your game. Can't run him over. I think what I'm going to do is let him keep the cash and I'll have the car. Just because I need to add something to my collection.
Thanks. But the Eddies, I bet. They're yours.
You... I mean, really?
Not my type of joke.
Listen, shit. I don't know how to thank you.
Just don't lose what you still got left.
Don't intend to. Oof, we dodged one there, huh?
Uh-huh. Pendejos have all the luck.
Aha, rogue.
Got to the bottom of Ebonique.
Any ideas?
Flicked pings to some contacts. Grayson buzzed familiar for a friend from the olden days. He did some digging. Found something. Section of the docks that's Maelstrom turf.
So why are these docks called Ebonique? Pretty sure it's got nothing to do with some long-dead mayor.
Dead wrong, actually. It's not the docks. It's an old container ship named after the guy.
Huh.
So you found Grayson? You really got an in with Smasher?
Come see me. Afterlife. We'll talk.
Okay.
Word is he realigned Caesar's face but let him keep the money. Nice gesture. He's a decent hombre. And that's the rare species in this town. Streets are repping you up. Nice. This is the ugliest piece of shit I have ever seen. It's also a fucking boat. Look at the size of this thing. So, we can now go and meet Rogue. So let's go do that. Well, getting this car out of here is going to be an interesting procedure. I think I'm going to have to try and get it around this side, aren't I? Can't see much over the dash in this car either. Oh yeah, I can see now. Let's try taking this boat across town for it. 2 kilometers. And a car I can't see over the dash in. This could be interesting. A small canal barge that I can't see over the dash in. This thing is fucking ridiculous. Look at it. That is just bonkers. I use it to drive when I'm looking at the side of the car, and it is when I'm looking out the front of it. So if this car threads the needle, shall we? Apparently so. It actually has better brakes than some of the other ones that I've driven. Mind you, it weighs that bloody much. Not surprising. Got nice Caliburns over there. Well, a nice Caliburn Outlaw. That will be a nice car to nick. If I can. I cannot. Oh well. Back to the boat. This is smaller coaches. Run over people. Just go straight down this busy sidewalk here. No. Try and look over the dash like it's going to help any. It's definitely a vehicle that's designed for cruising slowly in, not driving quickly in. It feels really heavy as well, which is cool. Suppose I'm getting down the middle there. And even if I do, these folks are not going to have wing mirrors. It fits through the same gaps as a much smaller car. Just fine, apparently. Despite the fact that it's an absolute monster. An oil tank area. I'm in the right place, then afterlife's down here. I can't bloody tell because I can't see out this car. Yeah, there we go. Considering I'm driving a boat, that's a pretty good parking job. There's a cool license plate. Rogue One. It's quite a nice car, Rogue. I like the colour as well. Let him keep the car as well. Yeah, I can see where you're going with that, Greg. Nah. Gotta have the car myself. Build up a collection. Road!
Minor details that...
V? Crispin Wayland. He's helping us.
Hey, V. I hear you're hunting Smasher.
Ready? We'll talk on the way.
Whoa, watch out. Might just answer you. Let's focus on the gig.
Gonna be joining us?
Now look, Central's up first. I already did my part.
Don't tell me you don't want to see Smasher dead.
Me sure would, but not so close. The bastard has a bad habit of coming back from the dead.
Mm-hmm. True bastards somehow always find a way.
Let's go.
Nice little jab at Johnny there. Queen of the Afterlife. Walks like she owns the fucking place. 'Cause she does.
Coming back later?
Maybe. Don't know. Don't wait up.
Looks like she's got a thing with the doorman.
How did Wayland help you exactly?
He made sure we'll find Grayson at home when we stop by.
So we know where to look for him.
The symbol on the back of her jacket that's kind of glowing there, which is badass. It's the same one on the car. Sorry, Rogue. Dodged straight into the back of it.
Got you a little something.
Oh yeah, she did. The samurai jacket.
This Johnny's jacket? Ooh, with me wearing it, sure you won't confuse us?
Quite sure. Thanks. A replica. Made to order. Real jacket must have disintegrated into dust years ago.
Yeah, definitely is.
Thanks.
Jump in.
Yeah, 1 minute. I've got to have a look at my epic new samurai jacket that I'm wearing. Sweet! Goes with the rest of the outfit quite nicely. Question now is... that would be the silver hand look. Unfortunately, the options for stuff on that is not as good, so... don't know. Yeah, I don't want to take the hit there right now, I don't think. That, I need to see if I can craft some upgrades too. Replica of Johnny's jacket. Replica of Johnny's tank top. And I haven't got the craft upgrades for it, unfortunately. That's fine.
Finally looking half decent.
I may have accidentally summoned my boat to crash out there somewhere. But I need to make a slight detour, I think, first. Hold that thought, Rogue. I'll be right with you. I know that will work. Anyway, yeah, it's only a replica, but hey, it's still awesome. Until I can get my white and gold one on the go. What the fuck? Where are you? Just detouring away. I won't be long. Give me a jacket, but it needs some upgrades, so...
Who do I spy?
Nobody. Just dropping by. A lot.
A happy new gun owner, I hope.
That's just not that bad with the money I've got. Oh, crafting. Still don't have enough despite buying 50. Holy shit. Unfortunately, there's no actual mod slots on this thing. Moment. Hoping when I upgrade it there will be. Let's see if he's got any. Does not. So, where's the next nearest gun shop? Excuse me. Over there. Spooky Market. There is a gun shop here somewhere. It's downstairs, isn't it? I jumped a little higher than necessary there. Gone the wrong way.
V, try to get inside.
Why? I have no idea what it might be. Can't hack it, unfortunately. So there's something here, apparently. No idea what to do there, but I would like to get in if I can. There's the gun shop.
Looking to buy some new iron.
How's it going?
Few dozen pounds.
Come on.
Well, be my fucking...
Okay, another 50. Well, not really enough, but... I need at least one more, and I'm going to need probably some more legendary item components as well.
Looking to buy some new iron.
Probably excessive, but 1,000, jeez. How about 20? That should do it for now. Need to find another gun shop. There's one up there. Best bet.
How much?
Just leave Rogue sat in a car waiting for me to turn up again. If you're just driving, you're about to overdose on bacon. Seems like a good way to go if you're going to go anyway, Steve. Behind the building on the roof. The code for that doorway. Is that what you mean, Steve?
Hey, June, go harass.
Rats, I've not been here in weeks.
Someone else.
Yeah. Now, I should be able to upgrade this. Cool. Still can't take it any higher than purple, apparently, which kind of sucks. Although we have now at least got one slot on it. The armor at the moment, what's that going at? 200 odd. A nice watch of extra. Oh no, wait, it's a new one. That's pretty sweet. So it's got crit damage on it, and I want something that's going to increase the armor. That I might scrap. Scrap. Have crit chance? No, it doesn't. Crafting. No. Armadillo. Couple of armadillos, see if I can get a decent roll on there. 3. What have we got? 117, 126, 26. It's a bit better. That. Tiny little bit of armor. Maybe not. Right, that's significant improvements. Look on these. Cool. Yeah, definitely some upgrades there. Did want to have a look at maybe upgrading Johnny's tank top. I might wait on that. This could stay as for now. Okay, nothing going on there. That is not what was meant to happen. I accidentally clicked a destination there when I was trying to move the map around. Where the heck have I wound up? In the Avenue. Well, part way to where I want it to be. Something, I suppose. So where was that place? One end somewhere on this lower level, and I think would be the right way to progress to get there. Behind the building on the roof or something.
体盗器或电子武器。
Don't seem to be able to get up there. Well, I am currently none the wiser. Guessing I've got quite a long way down here to run. Pretty cool street. Guess I must have been just over there when I started.
After making waves in Tokyo, Sydney, and Paris, their next stop is on your doorstep. Night City.
Find the building on the roof.
Hey, can't you see me?
Organic food continues to be a major cause of illness. Do not eat unlabeled cans.
Gotta be a boot here somewhere, if it is. Tried finding it a couple of weeks ago. Well, you found it a couple of weeks ago. Doesn't seem to be up on this roof. Oh, where's the other one?
Hasn't rained in a while.
We got something we suspect it is there, Steve. I'll try it. Yeah, that'll be the one. Could not see any suggestion of where that code could be, but hello. And this used to belong to Silverhand, then.
Well, what do we have here? Fuck. I don't believe it.
Suspiciously like it might be members of the dev team on there. Like a hidden credits room or something. What on earth are we getting here? Screen's sort of 3/4 full now, so. I've no idea what it's a reference to, but it's cool. Behind the building on the roof. Bit vague. And the pictures are doing that thing the cards do when you play solitaire. Or when you win solitaire. Yeah, it's quite good. I have to look this up later just to see what the deal is with it. Definitely something here I'm not getting. Got a half-eaten sandwich. Energy drinks. This is a screen. I assume that's what it must be, some kind of weird in-game credits screen.
Spare me.
Interesting. Right then. So did want to quickly double check. Got more armor. Gives me extra crit damage and block detect damage reduction, apparently. And a big boost to my armor. I could get it up to legendary, but I don't have enough epic item components. Kind of might as well do that. Only need a couple more. Gun shop here. It's Skyline and whatever it is. Map moving controls are the same as the fast travel button. Right. And I end up staring at the sky again. Not far from where I want to be again, but... guess it'll be the place what says pistols and rifles on the door.
Let's see what you got.
New buyer?
Shotgun, what's a pistol, a machete. Not what I want. Little bar. Next gun shop. There was another one over. Perhaps not. Oh, there's one there. What I'm thinking of, or is it another one I'm thinking of? Probably the one. Xion MLK. Interesting little room. In a sec now. That away. Yeah, up the lift. Thought it was going to be this one. I need to find a Ripper as well before we head back to Rave. Change up my gorilla arms.
Nothing quite like.
Actually, it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be using the Mantis blades really, I don't think.
What kind of heat are you packing?
Thought you never ask.
Looking for an upgrade from the basic burst fire assault rifle. This is a place you can often get the plan for a significant upgrade. Doesn't actually have it right now. He often has a legendary plan for, get what the guns are called. It's an Arasaka one, the Arasaka troops usually use. But it's quite good if you like burst fire assault rifles. Blah 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 blah. What, mate? Plenty of sizable hole in my cache, but there we go. Maxed out the jacket. But I don't need this one if I've got the low one and this, so I can put the cheap one in stash and scrap this one. Hope so. Or maybe I cannot. Won't let me scrap it, and you won't let me take the mods off it either. That's giving me 15% crit chance. Oh, it's taken the mods off that and put them into this one already. That's cool. Although it hasn't actually put the armadillo on. I believe I do have a good armadillo somewhere. Okay, so that's a bit better. Get a bit more legendary out now.
It's fine.
I mean, I could wear Johnny's pants and shirt as well and go for the full Silverhand look, but probably a bit much. Yeah, it's not a complete reset, unfortunately. Is it, Steve? It leaves your... If you're going to respec the character and spend 100 grand on it, it leaves these ones, the attribute points, as they are, but it resets all the ones beneath it here. So, if I had everything in handguns and wanted to move it all to blades or to assault, I could use it for there and then change it that way. But what I couldn't do is suddenly switch everything over to cool, for example, because I wouldn't get these points back. Yeah, it's not as complete as it might be. Hold up, that looks quite nice and shiny. I need one more point in body, I think. If I can't steal nice cars, then what's the point, you know? Right, where is this thing? Back up the lift, I think I went down one too far. I told it to go to level 2, not level 1. I did. Oh well. Okay, let's go and meet up with Rogue again. To complete this mission now. We'll get Silverhand's quest line properly underway. Now we're getting pretty kitted.
Great.
Yeah, sorry, Q. Right. There's a podlatizing to the digital character.
Who do we have here?
Nice trousers on.
What'd Johnny say about me? No, you two talk all the time.
Tends to talk about himself mostly. Said you're the best. Any idea what Grayson said? He talks about himself.
Johnny talks about himself, mostly.
Right.
Little weird you didn't run into Smasher before now.
Came up in conversation, time to time.
But, never tried to track him down.
Listen, V. The fact that Johnny's back changes things, okay?
Okay, sure. Believe me, I'd know. Sure you're up for this.
What? You getting cold feet?
No. Just don't want to see Johnny haze you. Adam Smasher's his obsession, not yours.
Think so?
Just trying to play fair.
We'll get back to that, I guess.
Not quite sure why she's nodding, unless she's nodding off at the wheel. Maybe when she accelerates, she tends to put her head down a bit. Didn't notice that last time. Yeah, definitely don't go dropping it for her. Chicken wrap for my tea tonight. Peri peri, it was very tasty. Over north side. She doesn't need a nodding dog in a car, she is one. Maid's gone wibbly after that. Not good. Goes very sensibly for a merc. Mind you, she's not young, she once was. You can drop your chicken, you're angry for the whole day. I'm a ghost! Glad we didn't crash, but passing right through the middle of a car was a bit weird. But we didn't crash. We just jammed into a non-existent pile of treacle, apparently.
Okay, here's as far as we go. Might be our lucky day. Drop Grayson and Smasher in one go.
Fuckers
That
gotta
would be
around
nice.
here somewhere.
So what's our plan?
Wayland saw Grayson somewhere on the docks. He was with somebody.
Smasher.
So I hope. Gotta get to the Maelstrom data terminal.
I think he'd recognise Adam Smasher.
Should be some info on Smasher there. Main stash house. Data terms there.
Know where their data term is? How, exactly?
Set up the buy myself. Athena D3, external database.
Not sure I'm keen on the fact she works with
Didn't know you worked
Maelstrom.
for Maelstrom.
For anybody, long as it's on my terms.
See, I missed a lot these last 50 years.
I'm with the
Ready?
mean guy standing outside the car.
Okay, we can start.
Too many rats around. Better wait till a little darkness creeps in.
Maybe Smasher or Grayson will rear ahead.
Doubtful.
Maybe. Don't hold your breath, though. Wouldn't be caught dead here in daylight.
But you got fabric on the gear stick and stuff. Like on the grip.
Okay. Good as it's gonna get.
Five-second run.
Maelstrom's got the docks covered, and you'll cover me. Come on, let's go.
She's
Got an
tense.
idea.
Cover
Wait a
her
sec,
just
and
in
follow me.
case.
No cameras, which is cool. E91CBD. Alright, maybe the other way around then. 1C1C55BD. That works. Where are you off, Rogue? Got a sneak on. There's a camera. Got that, can't see me. Now I can breach it. 7ABD1C is what I really want. Five to 7A, right? Works. Now we should be good. You guys don't see me.
I'm super low proof right now. I can't.
Okay.
Quite easily, I just clicked a button. Two hot girls in the car, sat in the car all day, won't attract any attention. Yeah, it's not that subtle, really. Right outside the gate. Coming. Oh, there's a wall between me and them, that's fine. Cash anybody? 55E978. Nothing else I can get out of it apart from a little cash, but I'll sneak on. Come on, can we get him up here, please, where he's not going to be quite so visible? Cowboy hat. Didn't even realise I could dump the body in there, but I'll take it.
Okay, guns
the hell?
then. We're going to Maelstrom's main storehouse. Data transfer.
Do I have a decent save point? I'm kind of annoyed about that. Oh, that. Bit peeved about that. I didn't even see the guy was right there. I'll come back now.
She's tense. Cover her just in case.
Yeah. Right. Uh, 55 double 1C E9 if I can. Mate.
Wait a sec, then follow me.
Went reasonably well.
Yeah, everything's working for now.
Didn't see a thing. Don't you dare, rogue.
Data terms there. Gotta check. See if they have anything on Smasher.
Lagging a bit behind now. 78 E9 55.
Careful, they'll see you.
Whoops. Kind of forgot about that guy. Oh well, got away with it. Kinda, maybe, mostly. See, he's asleep on the bloody settee. Sneaky git.
Eyes almost on you. Stay hidden.
This is the idea. Then we stash them without getting caught, hopefully.
Christ. Don't get yourself spotted.
That might have attracted some attention, really.
What? Have you gone completely psycho? This won't end well for you.
The Maelstrom, they're all basically cyber psychos. Quite sure what turning the sprinklers on did. Down here. I mean, getting past them a bit difficult. I could stick a suppressor on my gun and blap him in the head, I suppose. He's moving. Also, that works. The hunter was going to go that way sooner or later. Grunting, you're cold. Maelstrom guy, chock full of cyberware, carrying EMP grenade. It's not the smartest decision ever.
Scan it, see if there's anything we can use. I'll watch the door.
Nah, knows exactly where to find him. She's stalling. Told you, Rogue's still scared of the asshole.
What we got? TP shipment Q592 received 13th of January 77, 2:30 p.m. Code whatever. Ibanike delivery received by Seppo. Transport all food Seppo. Expected by Kinney. Purity 98.9. Package for Ronimo. Transport to posting as Dum Dum. So involving a Maelstrom. So presumably that's drugs. Ironclad guarantee. NC's only ironclad guarantee. It's obvious they're only asking because they want to know if we can guarantee steady deliveries, keep a low profile from the cops and the respectable competition. Tell them not going down the distribution chain. Tell them we're not going down. Our distribution chain is impenetrable. Seriously, let them know the cargo arrives safely. Only on the ships we designate. It's not what I need, is it? Their drug running thing. Ah, Ebenike, that'll do.
Looks like they're hiding out on the ship.
Bronze Smasher to Grayson.
Okay, let's see what we turn up.
Tell those gunks not to get in your way and to keep away from the transporter. Leave packages down on the waterfront. Sit tight on the Ebenike week. Everything will die down. You might even start to feel at home. Anything happens, let me know.
She is. The Ebenike.
Not looking so hot.
Even shittier on the inside. Let's go.
Get past these guys. Down here I can use to distract them. Probably not, but as long as I can get through here I'll be okay. Yeah, that's good. Helping out with the Brotherhood questline, Belinda. You? Oh, you just did it on your
Search the deck.
PC character, so lady as well.
Why are you even doing this?
Your questline.
Score.
Avenging Johnny?
That too.
Look for Smasher on the Ebonike. Without being detected, preferably. Got a whole bunch of guys here who make it very, very difficult for me, if I remember rightly. Get much further than where I am now, anyway. But I've got a solution to that, and it looks like a pipe. Oddly not because it is a pipe.
No.
Hangtail weapons.
Interesting.
Now I know who jumped King Tao last month. Thoroughly pro work.
Sure it was this exact merch.
679275PN1H. Sent 3 crews out myself to find it for the Chinese. Whole city was after it. Gotta admit the bastard's good.
Yep. Real fucking preem. Now we find and kill the bad guy, okay?
Oh yes. Low level up to 110. Ooh. I hit some kind of milestone when I was playing today, but I can't remember what it was. 225 maybe, something like that. Every time you see Rogue, she wants nothing to do with you because of the botched ice. She wants, well, once the quest gets going, Johnny convinces her, basically. And she does give you a few jobs as a fixer. I want. But if you go and talk to her personally, she won't have anything to do with you, I don't think. She does hire you if you turn up at gigs, so. What we got then? One guy here. One guy here. One guy here. Apparently I'm limited to 3 times. That's a Maelstrom Fiend. Maelstrom Scout. Another Maelstrom Scout. All holding out on the ship. So, where are we? That one shouldn't see if any of the others are taken out. That one shouldn't see if any of the others... They shouldn't be able to see each other, but I know they kind of can. Guy down. Can I headshot this one? Not from here, I don't think, but I think I can if I drop down the bottom. Let's not drop onto the street, let's drop onto the ship. It is suspiciously close to a road. Now I can see them, Melon.
Hey,
got him.
leave a little for me.
With the MCPD's cooperation, Militech has already announced a retaliatory strike on nearby Nomad towns. We continue our coverage of
Execution. Looks like to me.
I should shooting people in the showers.
Hollow point ammo.
He's got a signature style, Smasher.
Question is, why is he killing random people? Probably because they know about the stuff that they stole.
Unfortunately, that wasn't something we hoped to achieve with this project.
Some fairly... They look like cargo pants. They look like cargo pants. Yep, that's because they are.
Fuck, you hear that?
Grayson, yeah.
No, not that. Fucker's shooting at me with my own gun. Valorian 3516. Signature sound I'd know it anyway.
You're not getting out alive!
Says you just caught one in the brain and are already on your arse.
Come here, you!
That was reasonably easy to take Grayson down. But still leaning over the edge.
Grab the gun.
Nice and easy, or I'll pop another in you.
Silverhand's gun as well.
Oh my, Rogue. You and me not playing for the same team anymore? Guess I'm not at all surprised. Seems your specialty. Slipping shivs in the backs of allies.
Where's Smasher?
She did this on the other save when I got here. Stood there talking to the crates instead of this guy, which is a bit weird.
Could crack your skull like an eggshell. Know that? You'd still be able to talk. For a little while.
But I'm happy to talk. Ever wonder how Rogue survived after the attack on the tower? How in hell no one ever hunted her down? Her alone. Out of all that Atlantis trash, 'cause I do, I truly wonder how far she had to go to set
Simply
herself
insinuating
up
she
so comfy.
stabbed everyone in the back.
Fuck. Whose crack did she have to lick to?
I assume she punched him.
Where's Smasher now?
With the Arasakas. But I think you know that already.
When's he due back?
Never. Faithful old Adam's just been named head of security there. Not coming back to this rat hole ever. I stayed behind just to tie off his loose ends.
Shit!
Could say that again. You two will never jump that high. Smasher's out of your reach. But don't feel bad. He'll find you himself. Likes to resolve shit like this in person.
Gonna lead us to Smasher, ass face.
Even if I wanted to, he don't trust me enough to... Hey, why are you so interested in Smasher anyway?
Because we have a bullet.
Interested in Silverhand, and what happened to him.
Johnny Silverhand? What do you want to know?
Well, let's start with you had his gun.
Silverhand's iron. You had it.
What? You a fan too?
Smasher give it to you?
Uh-huh. Reward for a special job well done.
Smasher ever tell you what he did with Silverhand's body?
That into him, huh? Plan to exhume that scop?
Oh, really?
I just want to hear how he died, soaked in his own piss. Neurons scorched by Soul Killer.
What did they do with him?
Badlands, near the oil fields. Buried out there. 101 northbound. Then head for the landfill. Dig deep enough. Might even find a shit-smeared
Heard
silver
enough.
arm.
Finish him,
Let's end this
fucker.
quickly. Want to rip my eyes out just looking at him.
No, wait. I got something. Silverhand. You're into him, right? Could give you something.
Yeah, he's got something else.
You got lucky today.
Turning soft on me, V.
You'll let me off.
In the container. On that Goliath over there.
What's inside?
You'll see. Got the access card right here. Take it.
Stand there, huh? Watching the Port Atlas coastline. It's fun, but suck a bit if you can't do anything.
For fuck's sake.
And there we go.
Pointless. This whole thing. Still no leads, nowhere to go from here.
Fuck. V, tell her.
Boom. Try that one.
To Johnny, this is more than a 50-year-old grudge.
Really?
Like, what is it?
It's about you. He wanted to do this with you.
What, to cheer me up? Didn't work.
Arasaka ship loaded high with Militech gear as well.
You don't get it. This isn't about Smasher. He's just the goddamn tip of the iceberg. Even if we get him, what does that get us? No reason to stay.
An asshole's head on a stick?
Not at all curious?
Not even... Later, V.
She's not too happy with the outcome,
Leave her
though.
alone, V. She'll get it together. But times like this, she prefers to be alone.
Okay. I get that.
Gotta get that container down somehow. If there's something of mine in there, I want it back.
Okay, looking for the control panel.
Your initials are on the wall. What? Oh. In the Atlas basement. I do know what's in there. Just want to do one little thing first. Just for Silverhand's sake. I don't think it'll screw up this now.
There it is.
But I saved it just in case first. Oh, no! No! Oh, my legs. I wanted to land on the stairs and might have overshot a little bit. Pretty awesome having Silverhand's gun, which is legendary, and I can upgrade it. Not quite as powerful as the one I've got, though. Especially with only having a 12% crit chance. I'll stick with Crash. This thing is not quite as flashy to use, but... You're more effective. Take that guy out. Sake of getting away with this. Put the radio on while you're on guard duty. Well, great idea. And you don't hear me sneak up behind you and snap your neck.
Oh, fuck. Think I know what it is.
I know what it is. Gotta keep out of the way and bring the big guns when it's needed. That's the way to do it, I think, Belinda.
Let's see what we got here.
Something pretty cool. Hell yeah.
Okay.
My ride. Hop in.
Oh yeah.
I'll even let you drive.
Silverhand's Porsche.
Purrs like a dream.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's go see where they fucking planted my ass.
I think it's a fun part of the game too. You're doing that.
Never realized the thing between you and Rogue.
Controller crossover between 76 and Cyberpunk means you're accidentally jumping off tall buildings all the
When we
time.
met
Yeah.
up, someone always died.
How so very romantic. Definitely your style.
There was always something going on. She had a gig, I had a gig. Music, that is. Was never run-of-the-mill. Although did try to take her to see a flick once.
And
nothing came of it, as usual.
some unresolved issues there between Johnny and Rogue. I have that issue with a lot of things. It's usually trying to press the activate key, E or F. I'll start pressing F when I'm in Fallout, and it should be E or whatever, and that's what catches me out, Steve. Standardizing the main controls, particularly the crouch button and the sprint button. Definitely should do that. So, driving to the oil fields to find Johnny's remains. In Johnny's car. Porsche 911. Not the best car in the game by any stretch, but it's pretty cool. One of the few well-known brands in the game. That's the oil fields on the map.
Huh, worse than I thought.
Dragged him off to get soul killered, and then is told to dispose of the body, so he just sticks him in a junkyard.
Around here somewhere.
Great. Ignoble death for the once great Johnny Silverhand.
Way out here.
Better than the junkyard where I landed.
Not really, I'd say it's much the same. Look at this place.
So that's how it is. Nothing here at all.
Are you expecting a gravestone, bud?
What did you expect? Headstone, flag, and flowers?
No. I don't know. A marker. Something. Anything.
Really need symbolic, empty gestures?
Guess I do. Thought I'd feel like I'd closed a chapter here.
That's definitely a shot to be grabbing. Change what we can see depending where it is. Really, but I kind of feel like it's better than.
Like I'd said goodbye to the old Silverhand. Hello to the new.
And how do you feel?
Like I never even was.
Car was the best you owned.
Like I was still inside.
It's pretty cool. Flies around a fair bit though. It doesn't exactly grip the road very well.
We'll figure something out.
JS 2023.
A bit. But let's say it was my real grave. What would you write? Here lies Johnny Silverhand.
Relentless rockabye, Night City legend, terrorist and raging asshole. The guy who saved my life. Night City legend, I think. Not gonna be sappy.
Night City legend.
Sounds good. But what does it really mean? What did I achieve shouting chipping in to a bunch of angry, pimply kids?
Now you're just whining what's gotten into you. You gave him hope. Gave him hope. We'll be nice on that one.
Hope that the suits couldn't buy everything.
I remember what I thought on stage. That even if they all died for their ideals, it'd be worth it. But when I look at you... Listen, I realize I fucked up a lot of things. Either let down or used every last person who gave me their trust. Blind, selfish bastard that I was. But I've managed one thing for now. Not to fuck this up. What we have.
Nah, fuck that up too. No need to beat yourself to me. Hard road, but we made it this far.
Been a long, bumpy road, but we made it.
Most people I thought were my friends. They couldn't even stand to be in the same room with me.
You didn't exactly make it easy.
Closest to me by a long shot. There, 24/7. And yet, you don't seem to hate my living guts.
Shame we didn't tell us that. No, you were a dick in the beginning.
You were a real dickwipe at first.
You sort of deserved it. Remember waking up at Victor's not knowing about me?
Evening Disco Deli?
I'm seeing things. I'm scared. Then moaning at Misty's about how you didn't want to die.
Remember you whining for smokes in the middle of the night, complaining about not being able to kill me.
Never thought we'd make it this far.
When you said you let your friends down, did you mean Rogue?
Rogue, Alt, Carrie, Santiago.
Not all's lost yet. At least with Rogue.
Can't pretend nothing's changed over 50 years. Can't just insert myself into her life.
Already have.
Smasher Biz really got to her. Can't leave it like this, I don't think.
Might be right. She was acting weird.
You ought to talk to her.
You know, did promise her I'd take her to the movies long ago.
Good idea.
Call her for me. Ask if she's free some night. Thing is, you'd have to surrender control. Again.
Yeah. I'll call her.
Okay. Let's Delta. Nothing to see here after all.
Worth coming out all the same.
Absolutely. Thanks, V. Of all the heads I could have popped up in, hella glad it was yours.
Boom, he's gone. That is a pretty freaking cool view. There's a few kind of pretty awesome scenes in there. Even just that ruined kind of mess is quite cool. View out to the city from the airfield? Not really. But I would imagine there'll be a lot more going on up here later on if there isn't more later in the game. We're rapidly approaching the point where oh good. I stopped playing on my other save. There's Johnny's car. I'm really not a Porsche fan, to be honest. Don't like the styling, anything like that really, but found it cool. Chose up for Sylvan to drive. That's the conversation that determines whether or not you got the secret ending. You didn't get it because you picked the wrong dialogue. That's cool. I'm guessing it's what you'd write in his gravestone that makes a big difference, but don't know. Miss playing Cyberpunk. I'm enjoying it. Looking forward to getting into what is now going to be new stuff to me. Oh, there's a tarot card. That shouldn't surprise me. Oh, there is a ladder there. The Hanged Man, of course. No. That'll be him. The Hanged Man is a card of sacrifice. It says that a price must be paid in order to achieve enlightenment. The Hanged Man's forsakenness opens the path for rebirth into a new life. Ooh. This path is wrought with pain and suspended in time and ultimately ends in death. Thought I might make that. I've done Pan one on the secret one. I have yet to get to the ending at all, so forward to seeing what happens. So, Blistering Love, call Rogue and ask her out. Filling in the name. Oh, still waiting for Best Isis to get back to me. Got a few other bits and pieces. Blistering Love, I think, is the one we're going to stick with. For now, let's get back into town a little, shall we? I'm thinking... that seems like a sensible drive. Caught the curb there a bit. Not the grippiest of vehicles, this one. Or the sharpest turning one. Cool, eh? I'm going to go out on a limb and say I'm driving like Silverhand there. Seems like the sort of way he'd drive. Doesn't seem like the type of guy who follows the rules of the road, you know? Ah. It's cool, but my god. This car does not exactly turn on a pinhead. Stops in the middle of the road, wonderful. Bold decision of Silverhands to let me drive. Okay. Not my fault. This car is like a bar of soap on a ice rink. Hey, if in doubt, go underneath. Car is literally designed to follow the speed limit. You try and do anything else, it just flies around like a crazy thing. That's as sharp a corner as I can take there. Being a little banged up aside. At least it's a bit banged up now, but got a plan. I'm working on it here. Plan that I'm working on anyway. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, oh, the light's coming back a little bit. Nice. Okay then. And roll. That joyous note. Time's getting on a bit, so we'll call it about there. Have a good night, Noel. If you're still here to hear me say it. Catch you next week. Catch up with you guys a bit now. Not a fan of Porsche, Ferrari, or Lamborghini. Oh, not a fan of Porsche, Ferrari, prefer Lamborghini. Is that what you're getting at, Steve? They do have that insane car. Yeah, they do. To be honest, it's more like Aston Martin styling's way more my taste. I always look at a Porsche and just think it's the football hooligan made it rich kind of car, as opposed to being an actually legit sports car. I mean, clearly it is a legit sports car, but still got that hint of football hooligan about it. You prefer bikes as well, this good, eh? Yeah, that's fair enough. They're good when traffic's heavy, but I do like cars as well. The immersion's quite fun, and I like mixing things up, so swapping them out is cool. Scared no off. Asking Matt to put his cane away is an exercise in futility, I think there, Steve. Like asking an ice cube not to melt in the desert. Yeah, the Nomad start's pretty cool. Corpo one we're doing here I enjoyed as well. Looking forward to checking out the Street Kid at some point, but not just yet. Lexi just pretends not to. Yeah, we were talking about the stat reset earlier, just good early. Unfortunately, it doesn't go quite far enough for what Steve had in mind. You drive bikes better than the cars, so you use them more in Cyberpunk. I think I probably do drive the bikes better than the cars as well, but not by much. Yeah, I do like the cars, they're it's cool. Also, if you're going to be a badass merc who's carrying an absolute butt ton of weaponry, you kind of need a boot. Have a good night then, Ferry. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, pretty cool little sort of set of quests this. Pursuing Silverhand's backstory and meeting his old friends and having him try to excuse me, kind of put right some of the stuff he fucked up in his life. Quite cool. Interesting sort of insight into the character, and you meet some of the big characters from the tabletop lore as well, which is really cool. Yeah, fun set of quests, or at least what I've seen of them is. I did enjoy that one. Getting Silverhand's jacket, his gun, and his car is very, very cool. That's a strong set of quest rewards right there. Not even technically a main quest, so that's cool. Yeah, did enjoy that one. We'll take Road out on a date next time. That should be interesting. Thought mending a few fences for Silverhand there as well. Should be good. And from what I'm vaguely aware of, there's some pretty epic moments in this sort of side quest line. So it'd be cool to get into that. But we shall do that on Monday, I think. Still struggling a bit on the build front for the weekend, by the way, so Sunday, Monday I think is more likely before that gets done. Hopefully going to start it maybe tonight, maybe in the morning. That would probably be better. We'll have to see. But yeah, I would very much like to get that done over the weekend. I think I've pretty much settled on where I'm going to build now, so have to see what comes out of it. Wasn't really sure what to choose, so yeah, getting that starting point and that idea to work from is often the hardest part with a build, I find. Since I've got a cool location in mind that is pretty distinct, we should be able to come up with something. Go back into Cyberpunk on Wednesday, right? This is good fun. I'm enjoying it. We're close to trying Outriders. I ran through the Pyromancer first. I'm going to have a look at a couple of the others in the next couple of days, see what I think. Not quite sure what I'm going to choose next. Technomancer possibly. Probably Technomancer next, I think, but I don't know. We've all got pretty interesting and unique looking styles, I think, but it'll be interesting to see how they sort of pan out once you get into the game. Kind of up for exploring that. The rogue type, I forget the name of, looked quite interesting. Oh, excuse me, I'm running like crazy tonight. Sorry. Yeah, the rogue one looks quite interesting, sort of stealthy assassin deal. And again, the tanky type one looks interesting as well, but I'm not sure it's my cup of tea exactly. Mind you, I do enjoy playing tanks on occasion. I'm just sure that's going to be quite a thing for me. Yeah, but fairly impressed at first. You just have to see how in-depth and interesting the gameplay gets, because it's kind of fun at first. Whether or not it's going to stay that way, I don't know. Especially as you only get 3 powers you can slot in at a time. That kind of limitation might hold back some of the fun factor a bit and the uniqueness, or it could do, but we'll see. It does remind me of sort of some of the B-tier games in terms of its gameplay style and mechanics, like Spider Game stuff, like Technomancer and Mars Warlogs, which I didn't actually play, but heard a bit about. But yeah, the Technomancer in particular, it's got quite a lot in common with that kind of style of game, I think. So rather than a AAA tier. I suppose it still is a AAA. It's published by Square Enix after all, but maybe it's like a AA. But yeah, it looks interesting, Outriders. You went Devastator. That'll be the tanky one, would it, right? So just switch things up. Yeah, I think it'll be fun and interesting to try that. I'll definitely give it a crack before in the next few days, I imagine. Probably will, anyway. Could try Pyromancer next. It was fun. I think it'll probably get more interesting a bit further on once the powers develop for the Pyromancer, but there was some very practical stuff there, quite cool. Keep healing yourself instead of calling your car. It's not ideal, Matt. Yeah, the same. An Xbox controller thing. Kill to heal mechanic. Yeah, I would mostly agree with that. In Outriders Grey. At the same time, certainly playing a Pyromancer I found, if you play too aggressive, I mean, you've got to sort of be aggressive, but at the same time use the cover, because otherwise you end up getting squashed. You can get absolutely shredded as a Pyromancer if you pull out of cover, so tough balance to pull off. I'm wondering if maybe it's not the sort of best worked out class that they've made. Possible. Or maybe it gets better as it goes on. But I want to try some of the others, see what happens. Kept reloading when you try to heal. Yeah, definitely a problem. One good thing about PC setups though, Matt, if you're using mouse and keyboard, you can usually rebind most things. At least in games that have decent PC ports. You can rebind enough of the controls to get them where you want them. Well, I usually do. So I get them fairly similar. You got it on keyboard and mouse. I must have rebound stuff, that's probably why I'm getting thrown off there, Matt. Yeah. I usually do rebind things so that stuff's in more sensible places for me, and it's where I like it. I've got the heal and the grenade buttons on my mouse rather than on the keyboard because it makes more sense. Having them right there so I can hit them nice, quick and easy. Crouch is a common one that bugs me though. People crouch on C or X or Alt or something like that, or they putting any control on that you're going to be using a lot on left Alt. Especially if you're going to want to move at the time. It means you have to follow your thumb right underneath your hand like that. It's just not good. Like shift's fine. Control, because you can use your little finger for that. It's just right there. But trying to get your thumb under to Alt when it's naturally resting on the spacebar is new. That goes, whatever's on there, it goes somewhere else. Can we bind in both? See what you're saying, Matt, but it depends. If you have a consistent sort of key binding scheme that you always use, then you'll always know where to find things, so you can avoid the confusion better that way sometimes. But melee attacks is something else I often bind onto my mouse, rather than having it on whatever it ends up being on the keyboard. Most things the same, but some don't translate very well, yeah. And I can see the problem there. You hate control. It used to be quite difficult for you. A little finger moves easily between shift and control now. When I didn't have so much practice, but yeah, it just moves very easily between the two now. Alt is it being underneath. Mind you, I do quite like it as a hold your breath with a sniper thing. Just think is what Fallout does. It works quite well at that because you're not going to be running around so much when you're scoped in. So it kind of works out. You're certainly not going to be on jumping. So, for some reason I find that does work okay. It's also not something you do all the time, just like situationally. So take that off the really. Alt always gets moved to the mouse. Depends what's on Alt as to whether or not it goes on the mouse, but it usually gets moved somewhere else if it's something I'm going to use. Which you've got 4 different buttons that can heal. That would be confusing. Definitely need to get The Witcher on the to-play list before too long, I think. So Dragon Age. Have a think. I do like the riff tune. Good one. Similar with your combat bars for ESO. So keep the abilities thematically similar on across the buttons. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, Gray. If you're not going to use what's on alt, you leave it alone. Yeah, exactly. Or if it's just an infrequent thing that's very situational, that's fine as well. But when they put like crouch on there or crouch on C, it's really annoying. Like crouch belongs on control. Right there, it's under your finger. Good. But it's on C. You got to take a finger either off the spacebar, which requires moving your entire hand, so that you don't hit the spacebar if you're going to use your thumb, or taking a finger off the directional keys, WASD, and pressing C with your index, if you remember it's there. But that's not necessarily a good thing, because you could be trying to move right and do it, in which case your finger's already busy, so not a good place for it. You're either running or you're crouching, though. You don't generally do both, unless you're switching from one to the other, so having that on the same finger, your little finger, works. Well, I like it there. Although sometimes when you've got like spells or power or activated abilities or whatever that end up getting placed on the number keys, that bugs me because that's where your guns belong. That was bugging me a bit with Outriders. Had to bind me weapon selections F1, 2, 3 and 4. Not 1, 2 and 3. But I tend to use the mouse wheel switching between weapons and that anyway. You just have crouch on the mouse. Crouch and dodge. Dodge if it's a single button press there, or a button in a direction will probably go on there. It's a big feature. It tends to be if you're dodging, you don't generally... I don't know. It's usually something that I can sacrifice on the mouse in favour of dodge if it's a key mechanic. So. Cyberpunk's actually an annoying example because of the way dodging works. I can't put it on my mouse, which really pisses me off. Like, that's where that belongs. Yeah, hold the sprint's the way to go if you've got the option. Although sometimes in games like Horizon Zero Dawn and occasionally one or two others where you sprint for a long time sometimes, I can get a bit much because my finger can start cramping by after a long session on that. But intermittent sprinting, it's not so bad. Walked in here, fat finger keyboard, but your finger's still too fat for the keys, so you're doomed to move in diagonals, Steve. Get used to it. Have to change your finger position ever so slightly. Yeah, I had dodge on the mouse for Horizon as well. Mind you, I've changed out the several of the keycaps on my keyboard for textured ones, so WASD, F and R are all textured. Means that Q and E are also noticeably different as well, so my fingertips can feel whether or not they're on the right buttons much more easily without looking. It's a nice little thing. Also angled, so your fingers tend to stay on the right keys. Click sprint on caps lock and hold sprint on shift. That's not a bad way of going. Tend not to use caps lock too often. Sometimes it gets used as push to talk in some games, so there's that. But it doesn't really come up too much for me, so that's not too much of a problem. There's something else I would put on the extra buttons on my mouse, given the choice as well, push to talk. Thinking about changing keycaps for that reason too. I do. Yeah, I definitely like having those particular ones a bit different. Just makes them great. I don't know if you can actually kind of see it on there. See it a bit better? Yeah, you can see the ones that are different colour there. WASD, R, F. And then you've got ordinary keycaps on Q and E there. And these grey ones are a bit rougher and supposed to be a bit grippier. Spacebar's the same actually, but they're not any grippier. They do feel different under your fingers. As to how much difference it actually makes, I don't know, but yeah, I quickly found I can find my way back to WASD more quickly anyway, or I feel like I can, if I have to move and hit something else without looking at the keyboard buttons. Although that could just be practice, so. Kind of hard to see exactly what's going on depending on the lighting, but turn the RGB off a little bit, makes it a bit easier. Sold. Yeah, as long as you've got a decent keycap pull of that, and if it turns out you don't like it, switch them out again. Not the end of the world, is it? Yeah, I do like it. Then again, I'm the weirdo who prefers a much heavier mouse than most people seem to as well. Mind you, mouse is relatively heavy and it's one of the most popular ones out there, so it's a roundabout. But apparently there's a trend towards smaller, lighter mice, and I'm kind of, no, give me my big, heavy, chunky boy. I like this. You won't be able to have a tactile difference. Yeah, it's pretty subtle. You don't really notice it most of the time, but if your subconscious knows whether or not your hand's in the right place, you can correct things without really thinking about it. That's the theory, anyway. Whether or not it actually works, well, it's kind of hard to say whether or not it is just practice or whether or not the actual texture keycaps make a difference. But I'm not going to switch them back just to find out. You like your mouse heavy too, man? Yeah. Well, ostensibly the idea is a lighter mouse will flick more easily, but the problem I have is a lighter mouse doesn't stop so quickly. I end up missing more. And when I tried a lighter mouse, I ended up being a hell of a lot less accurate than when I tried a heavy one, so feel what you're doing, yeah. You off to bed, Steve? You have a good weekend too? There's plenty of sleep, we'll see. It's kind of screwy at the minute, but put steps in place to try and sort it out, I think. But I think Steve probably has the right idea. It's probably around about time to wind down. Crikey, my notifications are going crazy all of a sudden. And Belinda off as well. Have a good night, Belinda. Yeah, I think it's probably time for me to head off as well, if nothing else, because I could use the bathroom. So, yes, hopefully video up Sunday, Sunday or Monday. We'll see what happens. Depends how long it takes, but yeah, working on a build anyway, so do watch out for that one. Beyond that, we'll jump back into the usual screaming schedule. Yes, we'll be continuing our usual screaming schedule, streaming schedule from Monday night. So carrying on with Cyberpunk, exploring Johnny's quest line a bit further on Monday, and then back into Fallout on Tuesday and Thursday. There's an open question as to how much longer the season is going to run for, because apparently we're in week 10 now, from what I understand. And which is cool, and I know there's a little time left on it, but given that everything is delayed over at Bethesda by the weather in Texas at the moment, it may take a little while before we actually get some more updates, so it might mean the season gets extended a bit as well, but we'll see. It may not. Before I go, do I have a mic recommendation? Depends how much you want to spend, Matt. Blue Yeti's very popular. It's not a life-changingly brilliant mic, but it's solid for its price. Elgato have brought out a couple of mics recently that are not particularly cheap, not vastly expensive, but they are very good quality, so those are worth looking into. That's around about the 200 mark, I think. Yeti's closer to 100. If you really want to go big and get a proper XLR condenser mic that is condenser mic, or is it I forget whether it's condenser or dynamic now. Either way, proper XLR mic that is really good. The SM7B is great. All of those you will have to have more or less in front of you though. I'm weird and don't like having a microphone right in front. Well, it's not so much having it in front of me as the fact that I tend to hit the mic stand if it is. So I've got a Rode NTG4 Plus, which is slightly daft because the plus bit's a battery. But I've got that on a boom arm coming in, so that's a shotgun mic. So very not standard what I'm using. See the fella here. But it's still in my face, but with it coming in over the top like that, it means I don't hit it while I'm reaching for the mouse or moving my arms around or anything. It's out of the way. Things like that are good. If you have a look at Alpha Gaming Matt on YouTube, it's basically a YouTube channel all about stuff related to streaming. There's some good mic recommendations on there that are worth a look and should give you some price ideas and stuff like that. Not to pass out, Dolly. That doesn't sound good. You really want it off your headset. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, the thing is, the choice you have to make when you do that, though, obviously, is it still needs to be in front of your face and pretty darn close to it. Otherwise, your sound quality will go through the floor. If you start messing around with the mic and wanting to get good sound out of it, though, Matt, have a look at a bloke called Alex Knickerbocker. He's got not the biggest channel around, but he's an audio guy for movies, TV, and adverts and stuff like that. He's a sound guy for all that. So he's got a lot of amazing tips, videos, and information and stuff that's, well, is absolutely on the nail and is really nicely put together. So definitely a channel worth checking out to learn about that stuff if you want to. The overhead idea is good. It does save you the clumsy hanging from the ceiling. That's an option if you can screw into the ceiling, but I don't have that option, so mine's on a really tall mic stand. But yeah, shotgun mics can be a bit odd inside. They're not theoretically designed for that, but generally they're okay. Rode do some good stuff, so they're worth having a look at. You could also look into a lav mic as another option, Matt, if you wanted to go down that road and have something clipped onto, like TV interview style. But I don't know much about those, so you'd have to investigate that yourself. But yeah, I do like having it boomed in so that it's not in the way. It's still right in front of my face and pointing right at my face, of course. So that's the price you pay for getting it off a headset or not going lav. You can screw into the ceiling. It's an option. Just got to make sure you can get it with, well, about that far away from your face. Slightly over that because I'm sitting back a bit, but yeah, you want it pretty darn close. You see on this one, you can see it on the bottom one that it's in shot, but see from where the tip of my finger is. Not really sure. Let's do it that way. You might be able to see it a bit there. You can sort of see the fingernail is just disappearing off the top of the shot there. That's with my finger on the end of the microphone. So yeah, basically a centimetre out the shot. Close as I can get it. Anyway, I'll end up talking all night about nerdy microphone stuff if I don't head off, and I do need the bathroom. So I am going to shoot. So thank you all for hanging out tonight. I do hope you had fun. Looking forward to continuing Silverhand's storyline. It's interesting. Good to get into the characters and the background and where it ties into the tabletop characters and stuff as well. It'll be cool. Do watch out for a video, hopefully over the weekend. Failing that, first part of next week. Looking forward to doing a build. It should be cool. Jumping into Fallout to do that. And yeah. Non-headset mic shouldn't have the breathing sounds. If it's set up properly, yeah. Noise gates are good for that, Steve. So, yes, like, subs, social media links in the description, all that good stuff, you know where it is. I'm sure Matt's going to do a sing in a minute, drop the merch store in chat, but that's down in the description as well. And blue shiny channel membership button if you're interested in supporting the channel in that way. Humongously appreciated. But, thank you all for hanging out. I hope that's useful to you, Matt. And, yeah, we'll do this all again next week. So, have a good night, have a good weekend, stay safe, look after yourselves. And I'll see you on Monday night. Bye, there you go, folks. See you then.